Good evening, future Panthers. My name is Kate Wynn. I am the assistant principal over our academy programs here at Duncan Middle. We hope you got the opportunity to view our video on our website. And like to introduce Mr. Lehman.
Hello, my name is Alex Lehman. I'm the Academy Coordinator and a Pre-Academy of Finance instructor here at Watson B. Duncan Middle School. Thank you so much for joining our program this evening. I wanted to let you know that through our experience of YouTube Live, there is a probably 20-second delay from what we're saying versus what's going on in the chat box. So please feel free to ask questions throughout this session, and we will happily answer them, but just know there may be a little bit of a delay before you hear a response.
How many spots are available for each of the choice programs?
Okay, so the question, hi, how many spots are available for each of the choice programs and approximately how many applicants have you had for those programs in the last few years? Lehman, I'll let you answer that.
Absolutely, so that's a phenomenal question. Unfortunately, every year it really does change. So I don't have a true answer for you. Just know that we do accept a good amount of students in all of our academy programs. But again, every year the number of students that we are able to accept does vary a little bit. So for that reason, I don't really have a true number for you, but we do recommend that you apply for your first and second choice if you're interested in 2 programs at our school. And yeah, so unfortunately I can't give an exact number, but I hope that helps a little bit. And a few things that we did want to discuss. So with the application process, it is officially open. That can be found on the Choice application website. If you log into the district website, you will be able to find it by going under Choice and Career Options. The window is officially open from now until January 29th. At that point, the window will close for the application. But since it is a true lottery, whether you apply today or anytime before January 29th, you're still being able to be added into our list. So that way, when the district does run the lottery, we will then let you know the results, which is typically around the beginning of April.
Okay, so our next question, how many classes in the choice programs does a student take each year?
Awesome. So each student in middle school takes a total of 6 classes. We have 2 electives and 4 core classes. Depending on which academy, that's going to vary how many choice classes the student is taking. So our instrumental and our vocal programs are both 2 elective classes, which means 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. Those students are going to take the 4 core classes as well as the instrumental or vocal electives, and that's going to count as their 6 classes. However, the other 4 academy programs all count as 1 elective, so students will still have an opportunity to apply for another elective to take.
So while we're waiting to see if there are any other questions related to the academies, I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the curriculum offerings that we have at Duncan. We do offer a range of academic core classes ranging from gifted to high achieving, advanced courses, regular courses, and we also have specialized courses for some of our self-contained students as well. We offer a variety of high school credit classes, including Algebra 1, Geometry, and we are one of the few schools that offers Algebra 2 live on our campus. We also offer Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. Drawing a blank on some of the other ones. High school credit, am I missing any? I don't think so.
Another popular question that we typically receive involves some of the extracurricular activities that we have at our school. So middle school offers 5 different programs for boys and girls for sports. So we have baseball and softball, basketball, track and field, soccer, and volleyball for both a boys team and a girls team. And then we have lots of phenomenal clubs at our school, which include DECA, debate. We have other clubs such as Yearbook, Spanish Club, National Junior Honor Society, academic games, lots of great opportunities for your student.
Okay, so I see the next question. If a student is enrolled in AMP coming out of elementary, does that work with choice electives? Does AMP continue into middle school? So yes, that's an excellent question. We do offer the 7th grade advanced math for 6th graders who completed the AMP program in their elementary school. So they would take the 7th advanced math as 6th graders, which would then follow into taking Algebra 1 as a 7th grader, and then geometry with the option of the Algebra 2 class as an additional elective course. And for those students who are in an academy course or possibly 2 academy courses, just an FYI that our Algebra 2 class is offered before school, so it doesn't take away from an additional elective course.
And I see another question of, is there any form of sample work that the student submits along with the application? So our process is a true lottery. There's no sample work that's required. Our only request is that your student is interested in the program that they apply for. So it doesn't matter if they, for example, for instrumental, it doesn't matter if they've played an instrument or not in their experience. Same with all of our programs. We're just hoping for students that have a true interest in that academy.
So the next question, is it possible to get the curriculums emailed for some of the choice programs? I'm not sure if they're asking about like the specific courses for each grade level of the programs, but we can definitely post under our choice website the progression of the courses. If you want to clarify your question, if you're looking specifically for academic curriculum, we can provide that as well. Okay, I'm not sure if it is our lag or like in the chat box, or if we are all out of questions. We'll hang in here for a couple more minutes to see if anyone has any other questions. And then, of course, Mr. Lehman did include his email address in the description of this live stream. That'll be posted with the recording. So any questions after the live stream can be emailed to Mr. Lehman. So we have another question. How often are the choice classes offered per week?
Awesome. So all of our classes at the middle school level are offered every day, Monday through Friday. So middle school students, again, take 6 classes. Those are going to be the 4 core classes and then the 2 electives. So those students are going to be in those classrooms every single day of the week.
And our bell schedule operates on what they call a straight 6-period day. So we don't do a block schedule. Each of the classes meet for approximately 53 minutes per day, 5 days a week.
while we're on the topic of classes per week and the classes that the students will take every day, sometimes individuals have questions about the other electives we offer. So in terms of our school, we do offer electives outside of the academy courses too. So your student, once they learn about their placement in the choice program, will then be able to hear from our campus. And at that point, we'll send out more information for a course selection that will help them to start applying for electives for next year. But Ms. Wynn, would you like to share just a few of the electives that we offer this year?
Sure. We have creative writing offered as a half-year elective. We've recently added a health elective that focuses on student development. We have added this year a robotics and a SECME elective as well, which are really exciting. Then we also offer general art, general computer electives, physical education. Probably missing something.
As well as we offer a debate club.
Oh, and the debate class this year. I forgot about that.
Absolutely.
Mr. Lehman teaches that class as well. Oh, and another exciting addition that we added on last year is that we're a school-wide AVID campus. So we do offer the AVID elective to our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. The AVID elective is a really unique program and a great opportunity for students who are proficient academically, but maybe have not taken the opportunity to try for the accelerated courses. The AVID elective provides specific training on how to organize it yourself. It focuses on reading strategies, note-taking, organization, to help support the students in succeeding in more advanced coursework. The program also has a college-level tutor who comes in once a week to help support the students in their accelerated coursework. The AVID elective also continues into several of our feeder high schools, so many of our students find that as they begin AVID earlier, they choose to continue on with the AVID elective into high school, as they find that it really helps them to be successful in their academic coursework.
Okay, so that's a great question. So the question that I see is, what is the choice program load per program? Music program represents both of the students' electives. Is that consistent with the other programs? So at Duncan Middle School, we have 6 academy programs. 2 of our academy programs, which are going to be the vocal academy and the instrumental academy, both of those academy courses are going to count for both electives. So students will take 2 instrumental electives or 2 vocal electives each year they're at Duncan. While the other 4 programs that we have at Duncan Middle School count as 1 elective per year. So those students will have a separate elective. Absolutely. So in terms of the Pre-Academy of Finance, so again, I'm a Pre-Academy of Finance instructor as well as a DECA advisor. The Pre-Academy of Finance is a great focus with students learning computer applications, students learning the fundamentals of finance, and then computer coding. But in addition to the program, or in addition to the curriculum that we offer in our classroom, we also participate in a co-curricular organization called DECA. DECA gives our students the ability to compete. A lot of our 8th grade students actually compete at the high school level for DECA competition. And DECA competitions offered district, so locally, as well as at the state level and the international level. Students in DECA really learn how to work with others. These students also learn how to present themselves, present their topics in front of judges, that are influential members of the business community. So it's a great opportunity for students to take what they've learned inside the classroom and then to be able to use that and expand on that within the organization. Our DECA students also participate in community service events. We also offer a professional dress once a month. And these students just learn lots of great leadership traits that they're able to continue into their high school career. A few extra benefits that students earn by joining all of our academy programs. So academy programs are a phenomenal opportunity that your student has coming to the middle school level. So students that join academy programs are able to take classes with other students that have the same interests. So by joining any of our 6 wonderful programs, your student is going to be able to develop their craft. And at that point, they're going to be able to grow with it. So it's a phenomenal opportunity. So we definitely recommend joining one of the programs. I also see a question, is there a different academic load for a gifted student that is in one of the academies?
I wouldn't say it's a different academic load per se, but the gifted courses are taught by gifted endorsed teachers. So just the method of teaching is a little bit different. There's opportunity for more enrichment and application within the classes as they are paced a little bit faster than the regular curriculum. The actual curriculum itself is the same as far as the benchmarks and standards for the regular advanced and gifted courses. So it's really just about those teachers knowing how to teach to gifted students, but the load is not any different. It's still 4 core academics and then the 2 elective courses. Will we know the results of the lottery in April?
Great question. So yes, the lottery results are typically released the first week of April. At that point, you will be able to hear the results from both the school side as well as the school district will also release their results at that point. So all of that will happen through emails. And at that point, you will have, if your student has been accepted into any of the programs, you will have a couple of weeks to confirm your seat, and that will help us get the process started for next school year. So a few other major benefits of joining our academy programs. Each year we take an academic field trip to one of the major cities in the United States. So we do a rotation of Boston, Chicago, and New York. So our students get these opportunities to see different areas in each of these different regions. They're able to see the different aspects that we talk about in the classroom and see the real world application of that. So is there a preference for students who are in the zone school versus students who are out of the zone school? So as you apply, it will ask different clarifying questions in the application. So there are different factors that impact the application, but there's not necessarily a preference of one over the other. They just do it for note-taking purposes. So that way, it's a way for this school district to be able to. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. It's a way to be able to ensure that there's fair access for all, but there's not necessarily a preference for one student over the other.
All right, at this time, I don't see any other questions coming up. We'll give it just another minute, and if you don't have any further questions for the good of the order, then we'll go ahead and sign off, and you guys will have an opportunity to send any further questions to Mr. Lehman. His web address or email address is listed on the description of the YouTube live stream. We're also available by phone at our school site number, which is available at our district website. All right, well, we thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and we look forward to meeting your children in the very near future.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.